Hello, my pretties. It's been far too long. I'm probably quite rusty at this, so you'll have to excuse me while I'm trying to get all this video recording business to work again as prescribed. So, the game we have today, anyhow, on this auspicious return of indie delving, is something which you may find familiar. It is of the Bit.Trip series, but this is the latest one out. It's called Bit.Trip Fate, and it already seems a lot less, well, it's certainly not as high-tech as, say, Runner 2, which was possibly the biggest budget, it seemed, game to date. However, this is the fifth and penultimate in the series of the Bit.Trip games, that there is some sort of arc, it seems, and the next one will be the last. So I picked this up on Steam the other day because I've got to see this one out really, and it's a lot different. The game itself was only 98 megabytes, so it downloaded in like a minute, not even that. So it is certainly a lot smaller, which is why I'm only recording in 480 today, and you don't have the pleasure of my lovely face either. I just got back from work. It's Saturday, so it's time for a delving. So let's get straight into it. We'll go to level 2, which you can see from the scores I haven't yet beaten because of the bosses, but we will come to that. So I select this. Basically, the game is almost like a bullet hell shooter. So you can see I can change my horizontal position on this line. The line is your track, and that is where you must go. You've got to shoot enemies, and it's kind of like a bullet hell shooter. So bullets can hit me, but as long as they don't like touch my heart, fuck, like that. Sorry, language already. I've ruined already. As long as bullets don't touch your core, then you're okay. And you can see already my firepower, my gun, has already been upgraded. Now I get 3 blocks. So you collect these plus anything I kill, the sort of the plus will go to the line, which I can pick up. Which when it fills the meter at the top, it will upgrade my guns to the more powerful cock. Those. So you'll see by the end of this level alone, those heat-seeking bullets, the sort of darker orange ones, are a real pain in the ass. So just open up. Collect this power up, and I'll have a swirly shot for a limited amount of time. But yes, the crosses, the power ups, you only have a limited time to collect them. So this being a Bit.Trip game, you will notice everything happens in rhythm. So you can hear the bloops and the bleeps. All the enemies die, everything pops. Okay, we'll have that. Sort of on the beat. So when I'm not blathering like a fool, I'll shut up in a minute and I'll get some of let the music come in. Damn it. So now we're on Giga. Giga is the most powerful your weapon can get. If you remain sort of unhit, every time you fill the meter up you get a score bonus, you get 50,000 points, so there is an incentive to sort of keep not being hit. Almost hypnotic, this game is, just with... It's quite fairly low intensity, the game part. You'll see in a second why I have so much trouble just on this second level that I've tried. This will be my 6th attempt, I would say. I don't know what that says about me. It probably says more about me than the game, I would suggest. It would be a good hangover game, because then you're sort of chilling out, you just sat there and moving your mouse around slowly. And although it's kind of still, I mean, one of the main criticisms, I suppose, of any of the Bit.Trip games is the focus is sometimes a problem, because I know you're supposed to have a lot going on the screen. That's like part of the game's charm. But then sometimes it does get, you know, a bit too much, and the things they expect you to keep an eye on are a bit silly. So like that heat-seeking bullet there, the little orange one. Because when you're sort of trying to dodge the lasers and be on the track and be in the right position and shoot these blocks, because these will hurt you if you smash into them, and catch that guy back there, and all this, it can be, when it does get a bit fuck off. Here we go. I'll be hitting everything now. It can be a bit overwhelming. Yeah, those bloody heat seekers, I can't. Although they only, well, they just shot directly at you. They don't sort of continue to track after they've left the gun, sort of thing. But they're coming at you at such a speed, trying to keep your eyes on lots of other stuff. It's a pain. Down you go. Come on, fuck's sake. Ah, let's look at something else. Right, let's try and get. I need to get my meter back up before the boss, because at the end of every level, well, I assume at the end of every level, I've only been on 2 levels so far, there will be a boss. So no, it's an alright game. I mean, it certainly serves a purpose. It'd be interesting to see what comes next, what comes last in the Bit.Trip series. I think overall the Bit.Trip series has been really good. It's brought back a lot of old school sort of gaming concepts where, well, just lo-fi visuals, but then the music playing a more important part. Because as the whole sort of name suggests, it is very much a bit trip. That's, if we take sort of that saying back to its original meaning, it is the music. Sort of like broken step beats, the Bit.Trip. Here's the boss. Here's where you're going to see me made a fool out of. So, here we go. Great music for this boss. He only talks love, he only talks hate. Right, you rat bastard. Oh, here we go. So I can sort of dodge the waves okay, but it's the heat seeker ones that will always come after you, so it forces you to move. Fucking die. I'm sure there's sweet spots that you can. This is the best I've done on this boss so far, believe it or not. I think similar to Runner 2. So see, every time I get hit, my gun gets a bit shitter, and I'm sort of closer to death. I'm down to ultra now. Oh, that's the first time I've seen that, believe it or not. Ah, fuck off. I continue to shoot. I see right at the bottom of the screen. That's the first time I've really noticed that. It's his health bar, so he's. Oh, nuts. 2 more hits and I'm dead, I think. 1 more hit and I'm dead, I think. Oh, nuts. Was he getting health back there? See, and the thing is, there's no checkpointing or anything like that. I don't know, is he dying? Is he dead? What? I mean, I don't even know. That's the thing, there's no sort of real telegraphing. Am I doing him damage or... Yeah, see, now it's going really bad. They've lost some music now. Well, fuck me. There we go. So what happens now? You go right back all the way to the start of the level. And it was a long level. I mean, if you look at your clocks now, I haven't even measured it. It's got to be about 15 minutes, do you think? We've been doing this now? So it's a bit gay. and there's not a lot to do, so fine, if you're going through, if it's an experience, great. But checkpoint it at the boss or something like that. And then give you 3 lives, and then if you don't do it, okay, then go back to the start. But every time you fucking die, just because of that. And because it is so poorly telegraphed. Was I doing him damage? Was I close to killing him? Did it all just go south when I started losing lives and I wasn't doing as much damage? Oops, sorry about that. I don't know. None of this was telegraphed to me, so I just do not know. Ultimately, that's going to be the most annoying thing that I have found with this game so far. I'd love to sort of get through and, you know, see all the other levels at the moment, but or even show you anything different. But I mean, this game has shown me nothing different, so I cannot show you anything different by extension. So I don't know. I love the Bit.Trip games. I'm sure this one does serve a purpose. Maybe in the whole grand scheme of things, it would be liked, but it seems, I don't know, they could have done something a bit more with it, maybe. I don't know. So I think it's been fun, ladies and gents. It's mainly gents. I know the YouTube statistics, although I've quite a following in Poland, so from the ladies, apparently. So there we go. I think that's statistical noise. Anyhow, hopefully we shall get fibre optic broadband soon here in my town, and I can start doing better, bigger stuff. That has always been the plan. The sort of pot has gone off the boil a wee bit, and it has been a bit of a ball bag. I haven't forgotten. The revolution will come. The dream will happen. We will eventually get there when I have fibre optic broadband. So if you want, you can protest if you want. So go and get on the old Twitter, get @TalkTalk, and say give @LordAtman fibre optic, you giant bell ends, and then a little kiss symbol, because we've got to spread the love. So I think that shall do us for today. Thank you very much for watching. I should hopefully see you again soon.